mother, what do you think is the greatest thing you can teach your child?
Ooh. I think to follow your dreams, to, what I hope I gave you, or hope that my legacy to my kids, and who knows whether they'll say that, is that follow your dreams, do what you want to do. You're not here to please me in terms of what you do in your life, and it seems as if people have actually done that, which I think is kind of cool. What I wanted for you is for you to be creative and really thoughtful. Thinking is a real key here. So I've wanted you to be thoughtful. I wanted you to have, we've worked on that depth of analysis thing, so that you're not out in the world stupid. How do you feel about that, I guess is the question.
I guess it kind of goes with the question of instilling, you don't necessarily sit down and say, well, I want you to follow your dreams, but just lead by example. And I guess that's why he dragged us to all those marches and protests and made us go to canoe camp and things like that. Made us care about the environment from a young age and exposed us to all different kinds of people, I guess.
Well, yeah, and I guess people give their children what they think they missed. To me, it hasn't been about giving you possessions. It's been about helping you to develop life skills in a way, but also to know more than you're told all the time. I mean, that to me is the most you can do for your kids, is to be able to see through the garbage and think for yourselves somehow. So I appreciate that in you. The world, well, especially in the U.S., says choose who you are, you white or you black, and all this insane legacy from slavery. And as that person, you needed to know none of this really makes any difference. And there is no norm, and whoever you are is who you should be. So I had an understanding. I wasn't aware that it was so deep. I mean, after all, we were in Canada, and then we got to US. We realized, wow, this is serious. You're asked to choose. What are some of your experiences?
About education? I wasn't ready for that question. We were just talking about it. I always say that I have insight on two different cultures, and sometimes people they feel more comfortable to put you in a box so that they know how to deal with you. And I've never fit this box, and I've never fit that box. We always talk about that. Me and the other siblings talk about how we're mixed.
But
and
you know who you are.
I'm fine with me. I'm happy with me. I'm just saying that even though you don't think that people want, you don't know what it's like to be mixed. And it is a unique place. I don't know. I really wasn't ready for that question.
Okay. Well, that's we were talking about education and what my thoughts are about what a complete education is.
I
how
think
you get prepared for life.
Well, as a young person, I use the example of you dragging us to a folk festival and how your opportunities differed from ours and how you'd be upset. We didn't really want to listen to folk music, but that exposure, and I think that's what I cherish so much, is the fact that you exposed us to so much. It's kind of like you lay it out there and we get to choose. I don't know if we didn't have the exposure that we did, that we'd be so cultured, that we would gravitate toward different cultures, want to try new food and things like that.
Well, I think of that as the total education that you get exposed and then you make a choice. And it's related to the fact that I had few choices when I was growing up as a teenager, both as a black female and a female. I mean, two huge limiting qualities in our society. And I didn't want you to carry those same burdens. So that was part of the whole education, as I see it.
I'm just saying, going back to the mixed thing, I'm not saying anything bad, you don't know what it's like to be mixed. I'm just saying it's a unique place that only a mixed person knows.
Yeah, but
you might be able to have seen, but I mean, if it's nothing compared to what you went through, but we experienced racism.
Oh, absolutely, and I know that.
It's, I don't know, it's too deep for this, but that's my documentary.
Yeah, and the, you know, I guess I didn't say, the world is really horrible out there, be scared. I hope I didn't. I think that's a key, too, about...
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you can explain to people that the world is can be a cruel place, but I guess after learning about Central and you and your experience, I remember trying to step it up, my bravery, step up my passion for education. Dana Nash said that she actually called the Tyra Banks show to try to get me on because she said 10 years ago I said something that stuck in her mind forever. She said, I don't even remember saying this, that when we came down in '97 for the 40th anniversary, I said, here I am flunking out of my math class and my mother was changing the world when she was 15 or 17. And I was like, wow. I didn't remember I said it, but I obviously said it because I meant it. So I think that once we found out more about you and your history and history period that involved us, we got passionate about it.
Great.
We started doing all the Black History Month displays at our school, all the assemblies, and we were like, I mean, a perfect example of a mixed person is Layla and I were setting up a Black History Month showcase, and a black girl at school came up and said, why are you guys doing the showcase? You guys aren't black. And how that felt, considering we were trying to show something that was very close to home, and she was saying we weren't black. See what I said? It's too deep.
And all that stuff is very hurtful, I think, and I acknowledge that.